Light FM.
106.7 Lite FM. Cubby here, along with Christine, and kind of an old friend of ours in the studio right now.
Absolutely.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Katharine McPhee joins us.
Thank you for having me.
Do you want Katharine McPhee or Katharine McPhee Foster?
Oh,
Because I've seen both lately.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For the sake of going back to the show that we're going to talk about, they asked me that I would just stick with Katharine McPhee so I wasn't confusing people.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Because but I'm not alone, right? It does go back and forth sometimes.
It does
right?
go back and forth, but also like people will always say, "Oh, do you like Kat or Katharine?" I'm like, "Oh gosh, I don't know. Whatever you like."
Really?
Yeah, because
Answer to them all?
I do. I'm not like very particular about it. Ryan Seacrest was actually the one who started calling me Kat McPhee, so it was like really catchy.
Yeah.
So Kat McPhee Foster, Kat McPhee, whatever you want. No, I do like the extra
Right.
tag on of the
nice,
last
yeah.
name. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we love your husband, by the way.
Thank you.
Just for
I
the
love him
record.
too.
Yeah. He's great.
Yeah.
And Christine, you guys have talked before.
We have, because your last go around in Waitress, and we're so excited that you're back on Broadway with Waitress.
Thank you. It's really a great honor. I'm excited to be back.
through
It's
January
wonderful to
5th,
have
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the show is having its final diner run, and it's had a really great run. It's just shy of 4 years, and I was fortunate enough to open the show in London, so the show's still running there, and so yeah, to make my Broadway debut with the show, and then to open it in London, then to be asked to close it is like a really nice honor and a nice full circle.
Yeah.
It is incredible. And then that brings you to New York for
Yeah,
our most
the
festive time of
holidays.
year, right?
I see all the amazing Christmas holiday playlists. It makes me very excited. I'm a big Christmas person, so
Oh, you are?
I love holidays. Yeah, I just love. From Thanksgiving on, I get very excited. Like I like to decorate and.
It's nice because with the Broadway schedule, that's time consuming. It's a little hard to find the time to do
It's
it.
definitely not the same as last year. Like last year, I was able to decorate the interior of where I live and all that stuff. So this year is a little bit different. But I just like being in the city and seeing all the decorations and the windows, and so I get the vibe. It's
Yeah.
a little bit less that because you're going to the theater on like Thanksgiving
Right.
and on Christmas night and stuff. But
What is your biggest childhood memory of Christmas?
mostly is how we woke up, right? So like my sister and I would always wake up really early, and my
Yep.
parents were probably like, "Oh gosh, go back to bed."
I remember my dad trying to get the camera ready. Like, don't go to the living room yet. The
Don't
camera's
have the
not ready.
reaction
So we had the same. We had a room. We called it the music room, where we weren't allowed to go into because that's where like Santa gave us the actual big gifts.
Right.
But then we had the stocking stuffers were the things we were allowed to dig into firsthand. That's probably my first. Those are my real like memories from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
I want to, if you don't mind, just revisit the TV show Smash, because I was
Yeah.
such a huge fan of that show. And I was telling you, you did a beautiful cover of
Yeah.
Snow Patrol Run. That was so, so beautiful.
Thank you.
When you were doing that TV show, had you done Broadway yet?
I hadn't.
So how
I know,
does
isn't that funny?
I
It's
know.
like,
yeah, it's like, how does it compare, the TV version of it and the real life version?
There are some, the big production numbers that we did, it's like, and having the rehearsals and all that stuff, it really is similar. Like there's a lot of things that, there's like these little inside things where when Ivy and Karen were like rehearsing, Karen was singing too loud, and like Ivy was complaining that like she couldn't hear herself and it's true. It's like, so, and obviously from my perspective, it's not nearly as, can you say
Yeah.
bitchy. But like when you're on stage, sometimes like someone will be singing or like you'll be singing too loud and you can't hear. It's all all that kind of stuff. It's like it really does happen.
Yeah.
You have to like find your mark and all that.
Plus, they had a lot of drama behind the scenes,
Yeah, there's I mean, I wouldn't say I have the fortunate opportunity to just like kind of step into the shows and then leave after a certain part. But there's little there's little like things that happen, and it's just like in every job, right?
Right.
It's always working out personality things. And
Are you working on more TV and movies and stuff like that?
I am. I've got a project that starts in February that they haven't announced it, and so they're very particular about not making an announcement until
Right.
So
Okay.
I'll be going back to television for and starting in February.
And you're touring in spring, I believe.
I am. I'm gonna try and straddle both those things. My husband has this amazing tour, so you should check your local
listings.
Yes, yeah.
Local listings, see if he's around. He's got an incredible show that he does, and I'm slated to be like a special guest on some of the dates. So
that'd be nice.
I am going to try and get to as many as I can. Obviously now with like a new TV schedule, it'll be a little bit challenging, but I'm going to be busy in the new year.
We've got you coming up in April. You have concerts in April. That's
there's a bunch of concerts in April, but the first ones are in California, which most people won't be hearing that.
Although, no, we have the iHeartRadio app, which is nationwide, so you never know.
So we have tons of dates in California. I'll be doing those in January. And April and May, I think there's quite a few dates.
Any time off for the holidays? I guess no, because you have this.
No, but...
like when's your break?
Well, there's no break.
No break.
On Broadway, so Wednesdays are my day off. You'll see me just... like laid out on the bed, just not moving. And January, like the first week of January, we'll take a week off.
A breather.
Yeah, a breather before we dig into stuff. So it's, I mean, honestly, it's, again, like I'm only in here for 6 weeks to close out the show, and it's just, it's kind of a great opportunity to.
It is, yeah. Are you anticipating when the show closes? Because it's just.
Oh, we already said goodbye to the main stage manager from the show. He is going on to do a different show, and so last night was his last show, and the director came back to tell the audience how incredible this guy is, and like I was already sobbing because he taught me the role, and it was
4 years, right? Like you said, 4 years.
Yeah, it's the show's. I mean, I haven't been involved with the show for 4 years,
right,
but you feel like a piece of
those people. Everybody's been a part of it. Yeah,
piece of the pie.
Piece of the pie, exactly.
The show is about, and for people who don't know, it's about a waitress who bakes. So that's the baking reference.
Yeah, there's a big pie theme going on.
Well, we love you, and you're so busy, and we're just happy for you.
Thanks for having me.
I mean,
thanks for being
you got so much going on. Anything we haven't hit you want to touch on? Your website? Anything?
Oh, gosh. You can follow me on Instagram. I have a lot of fun there.
Yeah, you do.
On Twitter, I have a lot of fun. No, but just, I'm excited to finish out the show, and if you haven't caught it, you're here in New York. It's just a really charming, very, very funny show.
It's a great show. I love it. And we have been giving away tickets.
We have.
Here at Lite FM. So
we're
getting some listeners in there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Katharine McPhee, Foster, Waitress, the musical, now through January 5th. Thank you so much, my dear.
Thank you.
106.7 Lite FM.